Compliment of the season, guys. I hope you're enjoying your Christmas holiday and you're looking forward to a better 2025, just like I'm doing as well. I'm sure 2025 is going to be a great year for you and me. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fajira. If you're seeing this beautiful face for the very first time, I'm so happy to have you all in our beautiful family. For my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos, for always sharing my videos. I really do appreciate. God bless you all. And if you're new to this channel, I create content about UK immigration updates, live in the UK, scholarships in the UK jobs with visa sponsorship as well. So just in case you know anyone who is looking for a way to move to the UK or currently in the UK, trying to see how you can navigate through the UK system, have been here for the past 13 to 14 years of my life. So I share every experiences I've had, also every update on UK immigration. So if you're someone who is interested in such content, do hit on that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you'll be the very first person to see that video. Or just in case you know anyone who may be interested in such content, please do like and also share this video with them. I'm sure they will find this channel very helpful. So guys, without wasting so much of your time, let's quickly dive right into today's video. So in today's video, I'll be talking about the visa processing time, the latest Home Office is sending to applicants right now that has been frightening a lot of people, whether you should worry or not, and also documents you will need to apply for a visa in this 2025 we are stepping into. So just in case you're planning to move to the UK and you do not even know where to start, please stick around as well so you know the exact place to start from and how to navigate. So there are so many routes in the UK. We have the student, the work, and various routes. One of the easiest routes I usually share with my audience is a work route, because that route, if you're coming on the skilled worker visa, it allows you to work in the UK for 5 years, and after 5 years you will get your indefinite leave to remain. Unlike us that came on the student visa, I've been through different routes. That's why each time I'm sharing a video, I'm really passionate about it, because I wouldn't want people to learn the way I learned, because I learned most of the things I share on this platform from experience. I usually tell myself and also tell people that it is always better to learn from people's experiences than learning from your experience, because the time you used to go through that experience, I count it as a wasted years. But in as much as you go through that experience, there are things you will learn from it, right? Which is what happened to me. I came to the UK in 2011, and at the time I came, in the April of that year, they had already stopped the post-study work visa, and I knew how I felt at the time. But now, thanks be to God that, yeah, I have been here and everything is worked out the way I prayed to God to work out. But if you can learn from people's experience, I think it's the best thing that can happen to you, rather than having to go through that experience. If you're moving to the UK, like I would always suggest that the easiest way to move to the UK is through work. And when you come to the UK as a skilled worker or as a care worker, it only takes 5 years for you to get your indefinite leave to remain. But when you come to the UK as a student, now you come to the UK as a student, you have to study for maybe 1 year, but the study visa is always 18 months. So let's say you go through the post-study work visa, and once you go through the post-study work visa is for 2 years, which does not count towards the 5 years indefinite leave to remain if you're coming as a skilled worker. Now, if you now get a job as a skilled worker, you now still have to spend another 5 years. So now you're looking at 8.5 years to get indefinite leave to remain, than the normal 5 years if you're coming as a skilled worker or as a care worker. So one of the things I advise people, like if you're able to secure a job to move to the UK, it's just the best way for you to move to the UK and settle in the UK on time. But now, a lot of people have paid for their COS, and when you pay for your COS, it's either two things. It's either you're paying for a fake one, and when you pay for the fake one, it leads to 10 years ban, or you're fortunate to get the correct COS from a company that is actually looking for skilled workers to come to the UK to work. And that is just a straightforward one, that after 5 years you're going to get your indefinite leave to remain, which is very good, which I pray for everyone watching this video. Please do like and share this video as well with your friends and lovers. Now, there are so many requirements when it comes to applying for a UK visa. I usually tell my beautiful viewer, if you have been following me on this platform, that a valid COS does not guarantee a UK visa. Now, if you're moving to the UK to work on the skilled worker visa, you need some documents. One of the documents you will need is your international passports, which now employers now are beginning to check if you have international passport. Now, some employers will say you have to apply for international passports before they will even offer you a job in the UK. I think that was published in this December, that employers should always look at the police check on every employees they want to recruit to the UK in some sectors, especially if you're coming as a care worker or in the social care sector. Employers should look at your police check before even offering you the job. Now, you're looking at that, and also you're looking at a valid COS, because if you're able to get a valid COS, that now you can now apply for a UK visa. But now a lot of people have gotten a valid COS without knowing that they will need IELTS. IELTS is English proficiency. If you have a first degree, you do not need to apply for IELTS. All you need to apply for is your ethics. So you just send the required documents and you apply for your ethics, and they will give you the ethics certificate. Some people have applied for a UK visa in this 2024 and they failed to upload their English proficiency, and the visa was refused. So as we step into 2025, if you're planning to move to the UK, one of the key documents you will need to have is your English proficiency. Even if you're in the UK and you're planning to switch to a skilled worker visa, you will still need that to apply for your skilled worker visa. Before you apply for a UK visa from overseas, you need to have your IELTS, you need to have your passport, you need to have a valid COS, and you need to have your police clearance. It is very important because employers now are beginning to check even before offering you the position. Now, another thing you need to take into account, which I know that some companies as well used to tick on the COS, is the maintenance, which you need to have some funds in your bank account to show that you can look after yourself for 1 month before the company that has employed you will begin to pay you. Another very important document you need to have is your tuberculosis test certificate. So please, if you have gotten a COS and you're planning to apply for a UK visa and you do not have your tuberculosis test certificate, it's because your visa will be refused outrightly. And imagine if your company has just that one COS to give to you, then you will have to keep waiting for them to apply for a new COS before they can issue it to you. Now, I think the tuberculosis test certificate is valid for 6 months. So if you're one of those who is looking to migrate to the UK in 2025, make sure that you have all these documents ready. Because if you don't have them ready before your visa application, then that is going to be a refusal. So those who have been sending me messages and also leaving their questions in the comment sections of my video, telling me that they've applied for a visa for more than 6 weeks and the Home Office have not been able to get back to them, and they have sent them this message. So just as you can see on my screen, it's a message that Home Office have sent to some of my viewers, and they're already panicking without even knowing what is happening. Thank you for applying for a UK visa. Your visa application has been received and it is under consideration. We aim to process non-settlement application within 15 working days, unless you have opted for priority visa service and settlement application within 120 working days, which is about 6 months. Unfortunately, the processing of your application has not been straightforward, and we will be unable to decide your application within our customer service target. We are continuing to work on your application and aim to make a decision as soon as possible. We will write to you again if there is any change to this. Please do not attend the visa application center until you have been advised that your application has been decided and that your passport is ready for collection. So this is a message that has gone to some of my beautiful viewers that is already causing the panic. So just in case you have received this message from Home Office, especially this December, you don't have to panic, because we know in December there are so many holidays like Christmas holiday, Boxing Day holiday, 1st of January holiday, and so on. So just in case you have applied for a UK visa and you have received this email, please guys, do not panic. Do not panic. It does not mean that your application is not straightforward. This is an automated email to everyone who have applied for a UK visa. And like, you know, if you're applying for a work visa, which I know a lot of people who have shared this with me are applying for work and study visa, it's supposed to take 3 weeks for the UK Home Office to process it. And once it gets to that 3 weeks and they have not been able to process it, they send you this email. Some people have actually received this email without even their application getting up to 3 weeks. So do not panic about this. I'm sure you're not the only one who have received this message. Now, if the Home Office wants you to submit any further document, they will also write to you and give you 10 working days to submit that document. In a situation whereby you fail to submit that document, then your visa will be refused. So just in case you have received this email from Home Office, because I've received this from I think a few of my subscribers recently, which is why I'm sharing this video. The reason why you might wait longer for your visa application, just as you can see on my screen, your visa application may take longer to process if, for example, the information in your application is not accurate or requires further consideration. 2, you need to provide further evidence. For example, evidence of funds. Evidence of funds can come when your employer has not taken the maintenance, but it's in a situation whereby your employer has taken the maintenance, then you do not need to provide any evidence of funds for you and your family. Now, for those who have applied for study visa, you will always need to provide evidence of funds. Now, your supporting documents need to be verified. You need to attend an interview. In some cases now, Home Office is inviting even those who are applying for skilled worker visa for an interview. So just in case you're invited for an interview, do not panic. Just make sure you master what you're coming to the UK to do, especially the job description. Because once you know the job description and during the interview you're asked, you already know what to say. You already have the experience, and also it is clearly stated on your CV, so do not panic. In a situation whereby you are invited for an interview, your visa application for work or for study may take longer than the 3 weeks. Now, a lot of people are coming to study different courses in the UK. You have to know the reason why you're coming to study that course. For instance, if you have done a master's degree in another university in another field, one of the questions you should be expecting should be, why are you switching now to another field? You have to have a clear reason, because when you don't have that clear reason why you're switching now from another field to this particular field, then your visa may be refused. So you have to state it. For instance, maybe you could say you're already working in this particular field, you're coming to study. But for work, make sure that before you apply for any job, make sure that your CV matches with the job description. Because if your CV does not match with the job description, then there may be more questions for you. Another reason why your visa may be delayed is further information is required on your personal circumstances. For example, if you have a criminal conviction. Remember in my previous video, I talked about criminal records and all of that. If you have a criminal conviction, then there may be a delay in your visa application. You need to prove why, and also have to show some evidences. Now, UK visa is experiencing increased visa demand, which we know that during December they do, because a lot of international students are coming in January. Just in case you have applied for your visa this season, there's a possibility of your visa being delayed because of the Christmas season, the holidays, and so on. Another important factor that could affect your visa is if you're coming to study and the school you're coming to study in under investigation, you may not get your visa until the investigation is concluded. Same applicable to coming to work in the UK in a company that the Home Office is currently investigating. During the investigation period, they are not going to approve any visa. But after the investigation, if they find out that the company you have applied to do not have any problem with Home Office, it may delay, because they will start sending you emails to send birth certificate, pregnancy history, and so on. So these are the reasons why your visa will be delayed. For those who have applied with priority service takes up to 5 working days. They also still experience this delay because of all of these challenges. Even for those who applied for super priority service, they also do experience these challenges as well. So just in case you're planning to move to the UK this 2025 we are stepping into, or maybe you've applied for your visa and it's still delayed, I would say do not panic. Just be hopeful and be patient, because if the Home Office require further information, they will email you and tell you that they require further information. Even if you pay for inquiry to find out why your visa is delayed, the Home Office will not tell you that your visa is delayed due to this. They will just tell you that, oh, a decision has been made on your visa, or a decision has not been made on your visa. They will not even go to the point to tell you that, oh, this is why your visa is delayed. So if you have applied for a UK visa and you're still waiting, like some of my viewers who have been in touch with me watching this video right now, be patient and hope for a positive feedback as we step into 2025. Do not panic, but just make sure that when submitting your visa application, you submit all the required documents, because the problem comes from when you do not submit the required documents as mentioned in the earlier part of this video. So make sure you take down all the documents and tick all the boxes before you submit your visa application. This 2025 we're stepping into. So just in case there is a delay, you won't have to panic for any reason. Just in case you have been trying to move to the UK from January 2024 and you're telling yourself that we are now in December and you have not yet moved to the UK, guys, do not panic. Do not panic. I would say just keep doing what you're doing and also put in more effort. Use the register of the licensed sponsors. Contact companies, because I would always say that companies will not come and knock on your door. You have to knock on the doors of every company. There was someone that moved to the UK this year and she said, Fajira, you know what? I applied to over 200 companies before I got the company that sponsored me. So if you're watching this video and you're like, oh, I've applied to 50, there are people who have applied to up to 200 to 300 companies. So don't give up. Just keep doing what you're doing. Update your CV and do not use one CV for every job application. Make sure you review the CV and edit it to fit the job requirement, because once that is done, it becomes easier, right, for you to get the job. So guys, this brings us to the end of today's video, and I wish you good luck as you continue to chase your dream to the UK. And I hope to see you, or maybe share your testimony on this platform someday, like I do share other testimonies. And until I see you in my next video, guys, do take care and have a lovely day. And please do not forget to like, share, and also subscribe. Bye bye for now.